It's not even been 2 full years since I started golfing, so it's kind of crazy to think of how much my thoughts have developed on this topic in just 2 years. But when I started golfing, I absolutely loved these balls and balls like them. I saw them in a pro shop. I loved the colors and the matte finish, and I was immediately addicted. I was using these balls all the time. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Softfli Maxfli ball, and we're going to be taking a look at it from the perspective of somebody who has been playing a TP5 for the better part of the last year. And I really have to say that I'm not really sure exactly what's going on with this whole compression thing. For example, this ball that we're testing out here today is 35 compression, whereas the TP5 is 85 compression. That is a giant jump, it seems. And I've talked to people who have said like, oh, you know, your swing speed is so slow or whatever, like you don't hit the ball very far, so you should use a softer ball and you'll get more distance. So I don't really know if like 35 is the number, or if they just mean like not 85, maybe like 55. I don't know. I don't know much about this whole topic. I'm still kind of learning. I feel like almost golf balls kind of like try to trick you, because you know every single ball says, oh, you're gonna get more distance, you're gonna do this and that. It's just like absurdly unrealistic, right? Like not every single ball can improve your game. But I don't really know. You know, I think the ball itself, honestly, is just not for me. I've been testing it out, and I played this whole 18-hole round with it, thinking about the topic of like, yeah, maybe a softer ball will help me more. But there was a couple key differences that was just really uncomfortable for me that I just didn't really enjoy. One of them was the way the ball felt off the face. I'm not exactly sure if it's the whole matte finish thing or if it's just a really soft golf ball, but it feels way different than the TP5, and I've gotten really accustomed to that. Like, I have to say that the TP5, and I'm not even talking about like off the golf club face, but also in your hand, it just feels so good. Like, it's confidence inspiring to pick this ball up, put it on the tee, take a swing and feel that off the face. It's just a really good feedback loop for my brain. And this ball here, the Softfli, it's just the complete opposite. Like, there was times when I'm like, oh man, I don't even, you know, it's just not a comfortable ball for me. I wasn't excited about hitting it, and when I even did make good contact with it a couple times, it still just kind of felt like I've heard people say this, and this is actually how I feel about it. It feels like you're hitting a marshmallow. It feels like you're hitting something that's not a golf ball. And honestly, I feel like some of the results were commensurate to that. Like, I had some shots that should have been perfect right off the center of the face, and they just didn't really feel good. They didn't really go anywhere. It did, honestly, like people were saying that, you know, you'll gain distance. I think I actually lost distance. Now, I don't want to make that claim too strongly because it was very windy, like insanely windy. I also find this black golf ball, which might be a whole nother video, but yeah, I have to say that I think I lost distance with this ball, but the wind was so pronounced at times in the round that I can't really be sure. But the one thing I will definitely say that is a huge turnoff for me is the way it feels off the wedges. And you're going to see that in this round if you watch this whole footage. It is an absolute battle. I got so used to chipping and short game being a certain way. This absolutely ruined it. It's actually crazy how different this ball is than the TP5 around the green. It does not check whatsoever. Like, I hit wedge shots that I think I know exactly where they're gonna land, and it just runs like double the distance. And obviously I think that's, you know, that's kind of what the TP5 and those types of balls are known for. So maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, but like here, this shot here, I just couldn't get a feel for it. It's the thing. Like, I felt like I knew what I was doing, and then it would be twice the distance I expected. And it gets really frustrating towards the end, and it's actually the same with putting. So I was thinking, like, I wonder if that's because it's so soft. Like, it's not even just about the backspin and stuff. I think like I'm actually like compressing the ball with the putter and stuff. You know, like it's like I'm hitting it farther than I expect to because it's, you know, it's so soft. Like the putter is just making it go a little bit farther, because that's what everybody said. Like, if you don't have a high swing speed, you can't compress the ball, quote unquote. And I still don't even know what that means, to be honest. I don't really fully understand any of these concepts. But all I know is that, you know, I'm making good shots with the long clubs and the ball's not really going anywhere. And then I'm making good shots with the wedges and the ball's going like twice the distance I expected to. So for me, you know, comparing this ball to other soft balls, it's probably fine. Like I really did like the super soft. I still have the super soft max, which I wouldn't mind coming back to and doing a third review on at this point. But it's just like it's a lot cheaper to this ball. I believe it's much cheaper than a lot of the competitors now. And they have some cool colors too. So like if you're all about the colors, man, I did like the colors. And honestly, at times, especially up here at Summit Hills, you really do need a high visibility golf ball because you'll just really struggle to find it at times. So it's helpful. Whether or not I think it's right for my game, I don't even know. Like the whole swing speed conversation, I think I'm just done with it, man. Like I can hit like TP5s and I feel a great feedback loop and I can score. So I'm satisfied, man. I have to say, whether or not, there's other balls and other equipment out there that can help my game, I'm sure there is. But I don't know enough about it myself to be dabbling and tinkering so much with all the different equipment. I kind of find what I'm looking for and it's worked out. So in this round, you'll see a lot of weird potential issues with short game. And honestly, this round's quite good. Like with that in tow, if I just had, the short game that I expected to have this day, I would have had a really good round. So it's just like a feel thing. I think it's mostly in my head. It's a mental thing. And that's just kind of how, I think golf is like a lot mental. So for me, I'm not necessarily in a good place with it mentally, so it just won't work for me. But I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, especially if you're a high handicapper like myself, shooting especially like high 90s in places I'm not familiar with. So, you take any advantage you can get, but whether or not this one is one of them, I just don't know. So love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the round, and we will see you guys in the next one. big. This short game is awful with these. It is really bad. Oh my god, are you kidding me? go in.
Wow. Okay.